Yo, it's official. Like a referee with a whistle. So like and share this episode. So, it's hard out in these streets. A lot of these girls are being deported. Don't get finesse. There's a lot of Latin women out here looking for some place to crash, to hide from ICE. So don't get deported. Check this out.
Many people from the Black community telling me to go back to Mexico, telling Mexicans to go back to Mexico because we're illegal and it's a crime. It was also a crime when your ancestors went to Mexico, when they were escaping the white people and Mexico helped them. A lot of Mexicans got killed for that. They helped them. They help your people. We didn't oppress
Mexicans didn't do anything.
You guys. And this is how you guys pay us.
Let's be clear. These other groups of people, they don't fight for themselves. So if they don't fight for themselves, they're not going to fight for nobody else. I just wanted to be clear.
In the past, Black people needed Mexicans. Right now, Mexicans need you guys. And in the future, you never know because things change. Sometimes maybe the white people are going to need us. Maybe the Black people are going to need us. You don't know because God give us things, give us blessings, but he can take them away so fast.
Oh, Lord.
So you need to be humble. You need to be humble.
Oh, Lord. She put the religion in that joint, boy. You got to be careful with a lot of these women out here. Because, during tough times, even some women that probably wouldn't even give you a time of the day, but they will now. So just be careful when it comes to stuff like that. Some of these women might be, hey, puppy. You might be at the grocery store or at work or, they'll just be very nice, overly nice sometimes. So you got to be careful. Check out this video.
Gosh, I really don't even know how to say this because no words can really express the appreciation I have for the Black community right now. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I know I'm speaking on behalf of many Mexicans right now. You guys, if you guys don't know, they're coming into our schools and they're taking our children. That way, when the parents come up to pick up the kids, they deport them. The Black community, guys, Black women teachers, that's all I've seen so far, Black women teachers. I'm sure there's some Black male teachers, but Black women teachers are saying they're willing to fight for our kids. I don't think you understand what that means. I don't think you understand what level of sacrifice that is. We all know through history the police brutality that the Black community has gone through. They're basically saying they're willing to die for our kids. We all know what happens and the risk that they are taking for being a Black victim in that kind of scenario. That's a whole other level of love and sacrifice. And thank you so much. And us as Mexicans, we need to completely have their backs. We need to completely be willing to die for their children too and put our lives on the line. Thank you so much. Sincerely, sincerely from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, God.
That is just so beautiful. And I know you're going to go to heaven for that. I know that there's a beautiful place in heaven for you for that. Sincerely, like, we're willing to do that for us.
Don't fall for this nonsense. I don't give a damn all this crying. Because let me tell you something. Once these people, a lot of these people, when they come over here, they get brand new, and when they get to where they want to get to, they'll switch up on your ass. You know, like this ICE thing, it's gonna, at some point, it's gonna level off, and some of these people are gonna be gone, and some of these people are gonna still be here illegally. Maybe their paperwork wasn't right. I don't know. Maybe they didn't go about things right. I don't know. But they're not gonna catch everybody. At some point, the ICE thing is gonna flatten out, and they're gonna stop looking for people at some point. And that's when these same people like her are gonna get brand new again and be like, the hell with all the black people. This always happens every time. So yeah, like I said, these people are cowards. They're not willing to fight for themselves. They're looking for us, for somebody else, the next man or the next woman to fight for them. So if they're not willing to fight for themselves, you know they ain't gonna fight for nobody else. So don't fall for that nonsense. Don't let no woman come and stay with you. Don't do it. I'm telling you. Don't get finesse. Don't bring that heat on yourself. Don't do it. You know, because I can see it now. You know, when I'm out and about, I see, people very nice. They're very cordial. People that never spoke to me in the last 6 months. All of a sudden, they speaking now. You got to be careful with that, man. You got to be careful. Don't fall for the nonsense. Don't fall for the okie doke. You got people who are, opportunists. Check this out.
Where are y'all Black Lives Matter people at, man? When y'all needed us Mexicans and all my peoples was there, standing, marching along with y'all right there, ready to take out whatever needs to be done. So now where y'all at, man? This is real talk, man. Listen, get off the man. Where y'all at, man? This is real talk. One thing that I have to ask is,
that's nonsense. These people don't be doing that, man. Yeah.
Shut your bitch ass up. Oh ass nigga.
Yeah, so all these black women be, hey Poppy, hey big head. You gotta be careful out here. Don't get finesse. You might be at your job, and some of these women might be a little afraid. They might need some place to go. They might be afraid to go back home. Maybe some woman might approach you, and you might want to take her out. For the last year or two, she kept turning you down. All of a sudden now, she's willing to give you the business. She might be even willing to give you some cooch. Don't fall for it. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. With somebody. It's going to happen with somebody. You know what I'm saying? As we speak, somebody's having the same or similar situation that I'm talking about right now. And I'm telling you, don't bring that heat in on you. A lot of these people are very opportunists. A lot of the women, especially, they scared. Because see, you got to think about it. When they get scared, most people are willing to do almost any and everything. They're not trying to fight or defend for themselves. They're looking for some type of backup. And see, it wasn't no problem until these people, they don't really care about any injustices or anything like that, as long as it ain't being done towards them. So whenever we're out and about, cops being jumped on us, we being shot to death, being mistreated at work, these people, they don't really care. They don't say anything online. You don't see no videos online, anything. When the pressure is on us, when we're being mistreated, they're quiet as you can't hear a pin drop. But when it's their turn, oh boy, the shit has changed, boy. It's a whole different vibe, you know. But I'm telling you, mind your business. Stay out of it. Don't help no. Don't have no woman staying over your house. None of that weirdo shit. Don't bring that heat in on you. Because see, what's gonna happen if you let a woman stay with you, knowing that she's illegal, you're gonna be a part of that shit. So don't do it. You know. And plus, you have no reason to do that shit. I mean, 9 times out of 10, you probably barely know this broad. You know, so I'm like, hell with all that shit. You know, but everybody knows. I'm gonna say almost everybody knows somebody that came over here illegally, and you probably work with them, but you probably just don't know they're over here illegally. Because a lot of these people believe in cutting corners and all this shit. You know, they don't where they from is scam country. Where most of these people came from. And you know they always say they love their country, right? But when it's time to go back to the country, they're like, oh no, I don't want to go back. And they're crying. They say they love their country, right? But they really don't. You know they're full of shit. Because when it's time to go back to the country, they're crying. And I said this a long time ago. Most people, when they say they love their country, they're full of shit. No, they don't. Nobody hates their country more than them. That's the truth. And I know Trump is telling, I think the Colombian president said he wasn't taking the people back, and Trump was like, hey, you taking them back or else it's going to be some consequences. And I think 2 other countries said the same thing, you know. And you got to understand when these people come over here I'm going to say for the past, 6 months when they was coming over here, they opened the jail. These people came straight out of prison. They opened the jails and let these people out. And the deal was, if you want to come to America, you can go, but you can't come back over here, or otherwise we'll blow your brains out. That's the deal that these people made straight out of prison. So that's why a lot of these people are acting like that, and crying and, you know, carrying it on. Because a lot of them can't, the deal they made that they couldn't come back. Otherwise, they'd be killed. That's the deal. And this is nothing new. This has been going on. This probably happened 3 or 4 times before we were born. At least before I was born, anyway. You know, if that's how the state of Georgia came about. That's how Australia came about. They opened the jails and let these people out. Have at it. Just don't come back. Otherwise, you're gonna die. You know, I learned about how the state of Georgia came about when I was in high school. They taught this to us. This is not new. You know, I think Georgia, if Georgia wasn't the first state within the United States, it was one of the first states that came about, where you had people came straight from Europe, criminals, straight from prison, And they did the same thing in Australia. People came straight from the UK. Well, I'm sorry, straight from Britain to Australia, straight out of prison. Killers. But the people that went to Australia, they were 10 times worse. They were killers, child molesters, and oh man. And you got to think about it. Still to this day, those people that went to Australia, they had kids. Just like those people that went to Georgia back in the day, those people had kids. So whenever you go to Georgia today and you see people acting all weird and all these hillbillies out there, those are the kids of those people that came over here 300-400 years ago. Think about that. That's why the people act weird and silly and degenerate. Got an inbreeding and infesting going on and all this weird shit that doesn't happen years in advance and just keep trickling down. You know, and just like the people in Australia, man, when they first went over there, man, they almost killed all the native people off. You know, they would like burying the babies. They would bury a kid body half the kid's body underground and have the head sticking up and kick the head of the baby or the boy or the girl and chop the head off, doing all kind of fuck shit in Australia. They almost killed all the people off. The native people, they still there, but they almost didn't make it after all that, the craziness that was going on. They were straight up killers. So that's these people you see online. That's what you're looking at. Some of these people are straight up criminals. They'll say and do almost anything not to go home, not to go back home. And some of these people, you know, their paperwork was funny style, and now you know they need help. They've shaking in their boots. You know, any day now they could get that knocking at the door, and they got to go. And now it used to be you could have you could get married to somebody from another country if you were a U.S. citizen, and she would be good. Not no more. If she came over here dirty, she can be deported. There's a guy that his wife got deported 2 weeks ago. Where I'm from, where I live. His wife got deported. She was over here for 20 years. Something happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know why she got deported, but yeah, it ain't all good no more. You know, they're going all the way back. She was over here 20 years, so they going all the way back. You know, and it used to be if you were illegal and you came over here and had a baby, they wouldn't detach you from the kids. Shit, not no more. They'd be like, hey, you got to go back, ma'am, and bring the kids along with you too. Well, all y'all going back home. That's how they got it going now. Shit has changed, you know. So see, the focus ain't on us no more. And see, that's where a lot of these people are afraid. See, when the focus is on them, see, that's what they got a problem with. You know, like this guy, he said he ain't going back to Haiti, he'll kill himself. Right? See, when the focus ain't on them, they don't got a problem. As long as they keep the focus on us, they don't got a problem with it at all, you know. And see, that's how trifling a lot of these people are. That's why I say, hey, let them work it out on their own. If they don't have the courage and the balls to fend for themselves, you know they ain't gonna help nobody else out. So hey, be careful out here. Don't get finesse. I don't care how much cooch some Latin woman try to give you. don't let her stay with you. That's all I'm saying, you know, because you're going to meet at some point, you're going to meet somebody and they're going to be like, hey, I need a favor. Hey, Poppy, I need a favor. I got a situation, you know, I need some place to stay for a while. And you say, how long? A week? That week might turn into a month. And that month might turn into 3 months. That 3 months might turn into 8 months. And now you in there smashing and with her and living good and having fun. And, you know, she's cleaning the house and cooking for you and all this shit. That 1 week turned into a relationship, in-house relationship. And now you already got attached to her and you don't want to let her go, let her leave, you know. But that was her plan from the get-go. She didn't plan on leaving. You got finesse. Don't fall for it. That's all I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? So like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out my Patreon. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I saw the sky and that I like. Here from God.